Hello, welcome to Up to Speed Live and happy Valentine's Day. Love is in the air, and work forward is on everyone's minds. And today we have some updates from Hans and Sam on what's next for work forward and how we can all thrive in our new ways of working. But first, hello, let's talk Super Bowl.
Cable guy!
No thanks, I don't need cable. I have Verizon 5G internet.
5G internet? Never heard of it.
5G ultra wideband? It's way better.
Oh, I see. So somehow your home is connected to the information superhighway on Verizon's ultra-fast 5G network wirelessly.
Yeah.
Magically beaming powerful invisible internet into some sorcerer's box without miles and miles of this. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Wait. Can I see it?
Sure.
Whoa. They must have locked you into quite a contract.
Nope.
Hidden fees?
I love those.
Nope, price is the price.
This may be illegal, and you could spend time in a correctional facility. I'm gonna need to know who installed this.
Me. It's plug and play. But you can have Verizon install it.
Nice van. Well, let me juice you up at work.
Got one at my shop too. Runs my business.
Reception's good. But I'll come back tomorrow and double check.
No, I don't think we'll need you to come.
No. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I have my fingers in my ears. No.
He'll be back.
No. Cable guy!
Yes! Oh my God, so much fun. That was the extended 90-second version of the spot that had everybody buzzing. I mean, Twitter blew up. So, of course, we need to go to the Verizon quarterback for his thoughts on all of this. Hans, turning things over to you.
Hi, Diana, and hi, all V-teamers. Here from LA after a fantastic Super Bowl where we had two winners. We had, of course, the LA Rams who won the Super Bowl, but I think the big winner was Verizon. It was just an amazing event for us and our engineers, what we have done and how the network was performing was just extraordinary. And not only that, we had a super launch of our 5G home internet and the business internet, which is just a fantastic product, which we have worked for so many years, and now we can really scale it. And this morning, we're not only having 100 million people being covered by our C-band, this morning we also announced that we had 30 million homes covered with our fixed wireless access, and millions of people can now access our 5G home, which is just an amazing opportunity for us. So this is a moment that we all have been waiting for. And of course, the crowning was yesterday. We can show our network. Not only that, the public safety, of course, used our network to see that everybody was safe in the environment we were in yesterday. But all in all, the network was just fantastic. And I was there, of course. I did speed test every 5 seconds, and I can tell you, it never failed. It was just an amazing experience in the whole stadium. So, sometimes you need to reflect and look back. And I think I did it yesterday night and look back on what we've done the last couple of years with all the investment we've done and how the network has come together, the products we have for business, Verizon Business Group, for Verizon Consumer Group, what we have built on the Verizon Intelligent Edge Network, as we call it. It's just amazing. And I have so many people to thank, all the V-teamers for the hard work. Of course, this weekend was extraordinary work of all the team in our front line. And hopefully today, the front line in all our stores going to buzz because people really want it, because this conversion is just extraordinary as well. So very happy with how everything came out, how the team has been working. So Diana, I'm really excited today and I'm very happy today. I know I need to continue to work hard, but I reflected a little bit at least yesterday night and how good it feels and how this team has been performing. So I'm sitting here in LA. I'm going to have some meetings here, but it's an important day because it's also Valentine's Day for some, even for me, of course, but for everyone. So happy Valentine's Day for everyone. And a couple of other things. I think that Another thing that is, of course, important is a Black History Month right now, and our ERG is, of course, super important. You see it on our social feed, but also the conversation we need to have. We continue that journey. We're very proud of how our team is showing up in that, and the conversation continuing. And this is things that we have in our core values, continue to drive equality, diversity, and seeing that we are the best brand for all of that, not only for our customers, but also for ourselves, for the V-teamers. So again, a very important month when it comes to that. And finally, I mean, the reason we're here really, there are many reasons why we're here on Up to Speed today, and I'm invited, is, of course, we want to talk about work forward. And a couple of short things before I let Diana and Sam continue on it. First of all, the work forward has been ongoing for a long time for us. I mean, the front line, everyone in the store, in the field, you have been sort of all the time working out there, regardless of how tough times has been with the COVID and all of that. Now it's coming down. It's not over, remember that, but it's coming down. And I still want to thank everyone in the front line for what you have done. The last 2 years. It's basically a 2-year anniversary, and I'm not sure it's an anniversary, but it's 2 years since the COVID happened. And then, of course, we have the team that is always working from home, that have their sort of a home base office. And then we have the middle ground, which is everyone that has an office. And now we're going to kick off the work forward, which is a hybrid, the best of the best for our culture, where we want everyone to feel that, hey, I have the best of the sort of the virtual world, but I also will come into office and meet my colleagues and work with them. That is what we're going to talk about today, and I'm very excited for it. We have all our offices already open right now, and we're going to move into this work forward in the hybrid mode, where we're going to be in the office when we have moments that matters, when it's important events, but it's always going to be open, the office, when you want to come in. I've been in the office for at least last 9 months and coming in every day. It's just a great environment that our real estate and our HR team has created. You come into the office, you feel safe. It's great. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to leave it to Diane and Sam to talk about the details about it. But I'm really looking forward to the next step of work forward, the hybrid model, where we're going to see much more people in the office in the next couple of months. So yeah, that was a summary of just a lot of experience and things happening this week, and it's hard to explain everything, but I'm so grateful for all the teamers, and I'm so grateful for everything. Thank you, Diana. It's up to you now.
Hans, you said it so well. I mean, there's so much to celebrate, there's so much to appreciate, and so much to look forward to. That was a great start and a helpful foundation for us to continue today's conversations. And by the way, for all of you that are watching right now, we do welcome your questions. We know you're going to have them. You can send them to us at live@verizon.com, and we will do our best to get those answered in real time. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to our fearless Sam Hammock. So Sam, going off of what Hans just shared, what does the road ahead look like when it comes to activating hybrid routines? I mean, this is new and it's exciting.
Yeah, it's super exciting. So Hans set it up perfectly. We are already living work forward. We've been operating this way for a while, months if not a year. Every single one of our US locations is open. So our offices are open. Thank you to those of you who have been going in and using them. I'm really, really proud of how we designed Work Forward. We brought together the best aspects to work remotely, to work on site, and to be where we need to be, to truly transform how, where, and when we work. We don't live in the same world that we did 2 years ago. Our work needs to reflect that change too. So first, I want to send a huge thank you, as Hans had set up. We have a lot of V-teamers who have been working forward, Diana, and they've been in the field, they've been talking to our customers, they've been selling to our partners in our stores, and more. So thank you for those of you that have been role modeling and delivering on Work Forward. The last component that we're here to talk to you about today is how to activate all of our US V-teamers that are hybrid. We know without doubt that change causes a lot of emotional feelings. There's anxiety, there's fatigue around this next step. Change is draining. We all feel that. But we know that, we're gonna learn from it, and we're gonna be here for each other through this process. It's been a long time coming, and we know not everybody's comfortable, but that's what we're here to do. We're here to put in those processes and that performance so that we make sure that we're comfortable and we're doing it together. So we're giving our hybrid V-teamers a little bit of runway to settle back in, redevelop all of our in-office muscles. So super excited that starting in March, we are going to invite our hybrid V-teamers to be in the US offices and trial out those routines. You have went ahead, you've scheduled and used the tools to put your schedule in. Now the time to test it out. So we know it's in there, now we have to test it out and feel out what's that right cadence, how do we want to be in the office, what do we need to adjust, and that's what we're going to be here to learn. So all the tools are still there. Many of you have taken the training, you've put the schedules, you know how to use Book a Space. Check that out. You can go and find all of those in the R2O tool, look on the Work Forward site. They're here to support us in the transition. They are not here to constrict us. So we know it's not perfect, and we should accept that, and we'll learn how we need to adjust and what works for us. Go ahead. Test out those things, talk to your teams, talk to your leaders, and we're gonna find those moments that matter. Those moments that matter are meeting with our teams, doing those working sessions, when we need to get together with our customers. It's more than just sitting in Zoom calls. We're gonna be flexible with each other and with our schedules, and we're gonna respect that flexibility that we all need. And there's gonna be times when we figure out like, oh man, something's gonna happen, I'm gonna need to go in. Use those tools. Be adaptable with what we need. So on top of dusting all those routines, in March, we're also gonna be hosting some social moments. Get us excited about coming back together. So we'll have tours. We've made so many hires during this pandemic that they haven't been to an office yet. So we're gonna have tours, we'll have volunteer opportunities, we'll have tech support to help get used to those new dynamics. So then, after March, starting April 4th, we will put into activate our true US hybrid plans, and all of our V-teamers will be able to follow the in-office cadence that they're setting up with their teams and their directors.
Okay, so you just delivered a lot of really important, really good information. So we're encouraging US-based V-teamers to test things out in March. Obviously, like Sam said, not everything is gonna be perfect. We're gonna learn as we go, and then we are fully hybrid come April. So I'm just gonna start us off with questions because we all have questions. But what about our ongoing response to COVID-19? Like, what kind of protocols can we expect in the offices?
Yeah, so thank you. Of course, the health and safety of our V-team is and will always be our very top priority. But the great news is case volumes are downward trending. This is not only for us as Verizon, we're seeing it in the US and we're seeing it worldwide. We're gonna continue to follow the latest data and recommendations, and of course we will adhere to all local guidance. So again, check out that RTO tool and the Work Forward site for all the latest information that you have here. We continue to comply with the CDC Policies and Recommendations, which means, if you're not vaccinated, wear the mask, except when you're eating and drinking and while you're distance. If you are, when indoors and you're unable to distance or on the floor, wear a mask. So again, we'll be continuing to follow this, we'll continuing to follow the guidance, and we'll always share our updates on that.
All right, so we do have a quick question though. Employees need to eat and the box lunches are not quite hitting with some of our employees. So will cafeterias open up at some of our major locations?
Yes, so on that, thank you, because I can hear like the Starbucks behind us is making me want a latte. Every office has different services that are open. So first, let me even talk about those office locations. In the RTO tool and in the Work Forward site, every single location is listed. You can click on that and learn more. What's open in that location? Which services and amenities are available and ready to use? And just a huge call out and thank you to our real estate teams who have done a tremendous job, like reviewing ventilation, strengthening cleaning protocols, sanitizing stations, supplies and wipes, all ready to go. So thank you for keeping us safe and having a great environment for us to come back to.
Yeah, that was a great question. Thank you, because obviously we're all gonna be eating at some point during the workday. So we do have another question. This one comes from Twitter. What about work from home employees that are not hybrid? So really, what about the other work models, Sam?
Yeah, this is a super important point for how do we continue to work in a distributed manner in a really inclusive way for our teams. So awesome job to our home-based employees. We have learned so much about how to work better these last 2 years. We have amazing tools, and the way that we have been using Blue Jeans is tremendous. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna be really thoughtful now more than ever about how we engage and run our meetings in a really inclusive way that makes us all feel included, no matter what your working model is.
Yeah, and you were talking a little bit about best practices, perhaps, if you're in the room with others, but then there's other people,
Yes.
joining virtually, all of those kinds of best practices.
Yeah, and I think that's really important. This is one of those things where I was saying, we're gonna learn together. And one of the things that we can do is, one, I and my team and the HR organization, we want the feedback. But some of those best practices and what we can learn is be really thoughtful about how you're working with who and when and where. For example, if we're doing large meetings, some are gonna be joining in Blue Jeans, some are gonna be in the room. So be thoughtful of what that experience is like. Make sure we're pausing, giving time for the voices of those that are on the phone and not in the room, making sure we're being really careful about behaviors and practices where you might wanna mute the room and then have a sidebar conversation, but we can't do that when we're in this really distributed manner. And so we'll learn these behaviors, we'll dial them up, we'll continue to embed and create even better training materials to use in this practice.
Yeah, and just going back to exactly what you said, being inclusive and fostering that really good culture. I mean, this really does feel like an opportunity. Did you have, by any chance, anything internationally that you wanted to say for our teams that are not US based?
Yep. So international is the exact same. Many of those offices are open now. Again, you can go and see which ones, what amenities are available, what services are available in each of those locations. We are going to continue to follow local laws in all of our locations, international or US, and the best place to get that information is into the tool.
Awesome. Okay, so we've answered some questions. We've gotten a lot of information. Let's recap a little bit here for our hybrid V-teamers. How can they prepare for what is next?
Yeah. Well, first, thank you, because I have seen so many people in the offices. I've heard your stories about going in and getting used to it. The one thing people say is, I'm excited to see more people there. So that's what we're here to do. So as we get excited and what to do next, get ready, have those conversations with your leader, with your team. Use the tools that we have in place and the schedules. March is gonna be fun. So get back in, dust those schedules off, dust those routines and practices off. You might need to put the slippers under the desk. That is one thing I may miss, is wearing my slippers every day. But we're gonna reimagine the workplace together. And we're going to be doing it as a team in the best way. And so I would say coming in March and April 4th, we're super excited to get those started.
So we have a lot of questions. I'm just going to preface it, and a lot of questions around union represented employees and how this affects them. So your thoughts on that, Sam?
So everything that we just talked about, certainly one of the things that we will continue to do with our union population, thank you, because many of you have been following your work forward models already. So continue to carry forward in the way that you have been doing. Anything that changes, we will of course do proper negotiation and come back with more information.
Okay, and then what about travel? I mean, so many of us are seeing the world open up a little bit, and we know that, travel is part of our job responsibilities. Have the policies changed there? What can you tell us?
Yeah. No changes in terms of those true kind of T&E and travel policies. So work with your business is what you're doing. I've been hearing so many great stories of people that have been meeting with customers, going into the field and traveling. So carry on with all those pieces, check back with your teams on when that's appropriate. But as I mentioned, our offices are open and we're gonna continue to meet our teams in the best way.
Can I just be a little bit personal here, because we are both pandemic hires.
Yeah.
And we were so excited to meet in person. And as a pandemic hire, that is the best part of this when you're going into the office. I've only been coming into the office for a few months, but then you get to see all the people that you've only seen on screens. And that is really a wonderful feeling. I mean, when we talk about building culture and being inclusive, that's one of the best parts of it for me, having worked here for 2 years and only recently having met some of my best friends at work.
Yeah, I think we talked about moments that matter and what that is. And certainly it's those big planning sessions, those big work sessions, leadership team gatherings where we're aligning on updates and things. Those are, but it's also meeting the people. It's those organic moments that are really hard to recreate virtually, right? Seeing each other in the hallway, grabbing lunch together. Those are the things that I also hear a lot of people are excited.
Yeah, and I know that we're going to be building a lot of those moments into the next month so that people can get excited and see their work besties and all of that. So, Sam, I know that you gave us a lot of really good information, and thank you so much for answering these questions in real time. You can tell that people are really interested in this and they're excited and engaged right now. So do you have any final thoughts before we turn things back over to Hans?
No, I think my final thought would be, and I mentioned this earlier, is we know it's not going to be perfect right out of the get-go. And that's okay. We know there's going to be a little bit of uncomfort, but we are here to support that. We're going to learn from it. I absolutely want the feedback of how it's going and how we continue to make it better together.
Awesome. And then, of course, last day for VZ Poll survey.
That's right. Your voice matters. So Work Forward was also created from employee feedback. Oh. We really wanted that flexibility at some of these levels instead of coming out with standard schedules. And so that feedback matters. We use it in our designs.
Awesome. And you heard it here first that Sam and the team are listening. Your leadership is listening. They're going to talk about some of the insights that you had. So definitely remember that you need to take that survey because it's your best way of speaking one-on-one to the leadership, and they're clearly listening. So Hans, I'm going to turn things back over to you. I mean, Sam really nailed it and gave us all the details that we needed to know. But any closing thoughts from you?
Thank you, Diane. No, I think you two really laid out the importance of this next step in our work forward. And as Sam said several times, this is about communication, as we always do as V-teamers. Might not be perfect from the beginning. We have communication with our team, with our leaders, and that's how we adjust it. Because ultimately, we want to create the best work environment where everybody is enjoying and we have a great time together and we have a fantastic output. So that I think that communication matters. And of course, the VC Pulse that is just the last day for is of course an important tool for that. But we need to have an ongoing communication daily with everyone. So I just encourage you for that. But I'm super excited for coming to all these work locations. And of course, we're talking about US right now. There are other sort of rules in other places. But in US, we're coming back the 4th of April. I'm going to try to get around to as many locations as possible, as soon as possible, to see as many of you, because I've been in front of this screen for almost 2 years to speak to all of you. So I'm looking forward to that. And then, of course, rounding up with this fantastic weekend and everything we're done together, it's not only a big moment that we continue to turn on a lot of the C-band. As I said, 100 million POPs coverage right now, 30 million households, 2 million businesses covered. So both our consumer group and our business group have a great opportunity. We have never been this early out with so many great tools, so many great initiatives to really see that we are capturing this, giving our customers this experience. And I can tell you, when I met a lot of our customers the last weekend here, everybody's so excited to see all the performance of our network and the offerings we're doing, if it's home broadband or if it's our mix and match on our wireless or a business side. We have a great opportunity. But guys, this is really when we're going to show up for our customers and do the absolutely best. And I couldn't be more excited where we are right now with the things we've done. Given how hard we've done to get to this moment, right now, this moment is starting for our next journey. And I think we said it when we had our kickoff, growth, growth, growth. That is what we are aspiring for, giving our customer the right type of product that will give us the right incentives for growing our business as well. So that's my summary here from LA, where I am today. Been a great weekend, great start of the year. And of course, the main objective of this call was, of course, the work forward that Sam and you laid out perfectly. So back to you, Dan.
Well, Hans, I'm impressed that you have a voice left after this weekend because you were everywhere. I had so much fun watching you on your social platforms. And I just want to take a moment, honestly, as a working mom who cares about this company, I want to thank Hans and I want to thank Sam for their transparency around this. I mean, we need that flexibility. We need the time to plan. And we need things to look forward to. And this is definitely one of them. This is a big day for all of us. And take a page from Hans's book. Maybe self-reflect on everything that everybody has accomplished so far. It took everybody to get to this point, to kill it over Super Bowl weekend, to do all the network updates, to give us so much to look forward to in 2022. It takes all of us. So my thanks to Hans and Sam today for all of this really good information, and we're listening to you. If you have more questions, we want to hear them. We want to thank you for watching today. We have more in store for you this week on Up to Speed. I am Diana Alvear. I wish that you stay safe. I wish you a happy Valentine's Day. I wish love and joy for all of you. And until next time, you are Up to Speed.